Okay, so this video is about motivation. And this is mainly for people who have had trouble with motivation and how to get themselves motivated again. The main killer that I have found with motivation is comfort. And I'll actually share a story with you guys that is actually a part of me. Like, this actually happened to me. This is nothing like a traumatic story where Morgan Freeman is going to voice over it or anything like that. But it's just a story about my motivation as an artist and why it's been so hard for me to get back up on my feet. So essentially, when I was probably like 10 or 11, I got my first ever video camera, except it was Lego Studios. The one where you had a little camera and you would film all the stuff, like all your Lego pieces moving around, and you would have fun, just playing with them and stuff like that and making little movies. It was pretty fun. But I used that to make my movies, and my dad said that, if you make a decent enough film, or, no, he didn't really say that, but, if you made a film, and it's good, I will buy you a camera and a computer. So I made a film on Lego Studios, and I showed it to my dad, and it was like the next Christmas he got me a camera and a computer. And after that, every single waking moment of my life, I had a camera in my hand. 7 days a week, 24 hours, I always had a camera. I was always filming everything. And I would film whatever. I would film my dogs, I would film my mother, I would film stuff with my friends. We would make dumb Terminator films because we love those movies. We would film Legend of Zelda spoofs. We would film anything. Like, I loved it. I loved having that camera in my hand. I loved that motivation. Even talking about it now, it just makes me really motivated. It makes me feeling really good. But I did that for a while. For a long, long, long while. Like, up until, 9th or 10th grade, I would just film all the time. And then something happened. I just wasn't filming anymore. And I had no idea why. It happened, and it actually is still happening. I'm having a lot of trouble getting motivation to film. That's why I'm doing this right now, is that I'm trying to motivate myself. I'm trying to get myself to make films and make more videos and such. But after a while of being out of high school, I think I finally really started to realize why I wasn't motivated anymore. And I think the main reason being is that I was comfortable. I was just comfortable with my life. I had a bed I could sleep in. I would get up in the morning. I could turn on the Xbox, play some Halo, later go to the park and walk around. There was nothing in my life that was very creative because everything was comfortable. I could just fall asleep and wake up the next day and everything was still there and everything was perfect and everything's grand and glorious and beautiful and blah, 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 fairy tale land. But the problem with that is that, I was in that state of comfort because I was comfortable with life. I didn't have to make anything. There was no point in me making anything. And so I think that's why I stopped, because life just got way too comfortable for me. And I feel like that's what artists like we have to do in order to get out of our comfort zones. We need to get out of our comfort zones in order to make stuff happen again. And that's what I'm doing right now. I didn't even really want to make this video. I just was sitting here at my desk and I was like, well, I can turn on Game Grumps or, play Xbox or go on YouTube or do whatever. But then nothing is getting done. So what you have to do, like I just did, is you just gotta say, okay, I'm gonna put up the camera, or, even if you're a painter, like I'm gonna put up the easel and I'm gonna put the paint in front of me and I'm gonna start painting. Like, even if it's a little bit a day, you have to start somewhere. And once you do, it will be so gratifying. It will be so wonderful for you. Because even right now, like, I'm feeling so good. I have my camera back out and I'm filming again. Like, this is great. But you have to keep that fire up, because right now your fire is extremely small. And what you have to do is you have to keep on feeding that fire. You have to feed it the energy of your passion. And whatever your passion is, you just got to feed it into that fire so it keeps on growing and growing and growing. So when you wake up the next day, you don't feel like, I'm just going to watch YouTube, or I'm just going to do this. No, so when you wake up the next morning, your fire's burning. You're like, I got to get back to filming, or I got to get back to painting, or whatever. So that's my story with motivation. And you know, there's probably a lot of other stuff that's tied into motivation. I'm actually positive 1,000,000% that there is. But I feel like that's my answer for right now. I'm still searching for answers for all the other stuff. But anyways, I hope my story has helped you guys out. You know, and I'll make another video sometime in the future. So I hope you guys have a good one, and I'll see you later.